So 7 more books is enough for a few more bookshelves. Alright, so I need paper and books. I know there's another village somewhere. What I think I'm going to try to do is raid a village for their books. Oh, hello. That's weird. That means I'm not going to find a village over here, but I will at least grab these eggs. Oh my god, there's a village over there. Show me some paper. Did I already raid this place? I also don't think I got everywhere, and I didn't. Ooh. The Ice Age!
What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age!
The Ice Age did not kill the dinosaurs, though. It's a very funny reference, but dinosaurs, the Ice Age didn't come until, you know, millions of years. At least the Ice Age you're thinking of, and I think that's the Cenozoic. The first Ice Age was like a billion years ago or so, when life first evolved, photosynthesis first evolved, and when photosynthesis first evolved, there was obviously not going to be as much carbon dioxide in the atmosphere because it was being used by all the photosynthesizers. So it kind of caused the very first ice age in the history of Earth. And it brought the Earth to a quote-unquote snowball Earth state. It's a weird spot for a pumpkin. Ow. Ooh, I actually did say that I want more tropical fish, so... Thank you guys. There's another one that looks similar over here. Oh, but I like that one. Yeah, I like these guys way more. Cotton candy. They should let you breed fish with some niche item that doesn't have much of a use, like spider eyes. And I said spider eyes because fish eat bugs. Hello, kitty. I could also make silverfish drop something and have that be the thing that fish eat for breeding. I'm actually going to spend some time while it's night out to kill some zombies to make sure I have rotten flesh, as well as cows to make sure I have leather. Why did that just bounce off of me? Am I cheating? Ooh, it can get analyzed to get Cenozoic DNA, you say. Ooh. I mean, I'm sure it's a rare chance, so I doubt that I'm going to get lucky with it. Well, fuck me sideways and call me Mark. I think I should move this analyzer out of the corner. And instead put something else in the corner. Like this. Where is my second Eddie? Oh, you're so little. Bro is strafing. I will take this time that I have now to grow this. The last tree I grew was frickin' massive, so prepare for something big. You know, it's not as big as I thought it would be. It's still good size, it's just smaller than expectations. It's actually kind of like right in the middle of what I expected. I kind of expected something like either really big or normal tree size. It's just pretty big. It's just a pretty big tree. Now this is kind of its own little lively ecosystem. Too bad these eggs are infertile. Time to sift. Ooh, golden nugget. What do I really want to do? I did tell myself that I was going to expand the lake a little bit this episode into the hole that's like over to the left of it. Specifically right here. So I'm going to fill this up with water. And this will be a new area. And that's exactly what I did. This is going to be at 11 times speed, I think I ended up doing. And this actually took a lot of effort, as I'm sure you're about to tell. Because trying to get the water levels, what I've been trying to do is make sure every block is a source block. That way then there's no weird underwater currents, there's no weird nonsense going on. That's what I did for the main lake, as I'm sure you recall. I filled in this area here just because I thought that having a cave system attached to my little lake was going to be a little bit, awkward to deal with and not very pleasant. And in case any mobs got lost down there, I would have no clue how to get to them. So I figured I'd fill that in, make sure no mobs can get through to that area, and save myself the hassle later. But another thing that was a hassle actually during this process was not just making sure that, I filled in the water, filled in the lake, but also made it look good environmentally and raising the walls of the area up a little bit to match my existing lake. Because at first I had talked about wanting that waterfall type effect, but I think that that's just unfeasible. And the reason I think that that's just kind of unfeasible is because if a mob goes down the waterfall, they can't exactly go back up. So unless I made a wholly unique system to allow mobs to go up the waterfall, which I have no clue how to do, if you have any suggestions, let me know in the comments. It's just not really something I can do. So what I ended up doing is just making sure it was all flat, making sure everything was level with each other, and making sure that I slept a lot during this. This took a while. This is at 11 times speed. And just simply making sure that it would simultaneously look good, but also match the environment and be a flat plane of water. I think that I will try something else in the future to shake things up a little bit. But I don't want to risk anything getting beached. There were a couple of times in my testing where I was working with a Tiktaalik, and Tiktaalik is technically an amphibious creature. It's not an amphibian, but it is amphibious, where it can go between land and water. It's one of those fish with lungs type deal. But I don't want to risk anything escaping, so I will need to figure something out with that in the future. I, again, am not putting my Tiktaalik in here when I finish that off. But I still need to be concerned about other things beaching themselves. Like if I get an ichthyosaur, if I get a plesiosaur, if I get things like that, I don't want to risk them beaching themselves on my beach. So I will need to find a way to handle that in the future, which I'm not really looking forward to. And yeah, this whole process was a real ordeal, like specifically the making of the walls on the last little bit of lake, and I did expand it to that last little lake to the side of that cave, just because I thought that, it made sense, and it was going to be difficult to work around anyways if I didn't, so that's good here. I'm going to need to bone meal this section, because it does still look a little bit barren, but I actually do like the additions that I've made, and I think I like how I've terraformed it all. I think I like it. I think that I'm good with where that is at. That did take me about an hour, though. Way longer than I was intending to take on just that. At the very least, it did give me a little bit of time to let some more sugarcane grow, which means I have more books, which means I have more bookshelves. 9 is a good spot to be at, but it's not quite enough. I think I need 12, so I need 2 more, which I will drop off right here. It's a little better. I got one hell of a lake going on, and this I think is now officially big enough to where I can house things that aren't going to kill anything else, which does thankfully include ichthyosaurs. I need so much stuff though. Still, I'm still so far behind of where I want to be. In particular, I'm running low on fuel, but I don't know if this is enough for 2 parts. This might be a very big 1-part video. I'm going to do some more off-screen mining, and I'm going to get things set up. So thank you all for watching. Have a good one.